Welcome, Mr. Handicapper. This weekend is a good weekend for horse racing, but next weekend is an even better weekend for horse racing. Got the Travers Stakes, as well as several other Grade 1s. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button. I will definitely post a full field analysis for the Travers Stakes next week. I'm going to cover some of those other Grade 1 races as well. Let's take a look at race number 9 on Saturday at Saratoga. It's the Grade 1 Alabama Stakes. It's a mile and a quarter for 3-year-old fillies. It's a purse of $600,000. This is a pretty good field. Look at the one horse, Sacred Wish, at 8-1. Now, Sacred Wish's only win has been against maidens. But she races well. Out of 6 races, she's been in the money 5 times. She races best when she's close to the lead. Last time out in the Coaching Club American Oaks, she finished second by a neck to Wet Paint. She was 10-1 in that race. She actually got a perfect trip. She tracked a pace that wasn't very fast. Top of the stretch, she took the lead. She was up by around about 3 lengths. Looked like she was going to put that field away. But Wet Paint caught her from behind. And getting 8-1 on Sacred Wish. Question is, can she get this mile and a quarter distance? But at 8-1, I'll use all my tickets with John Velasquez. Take a look at the 2 horse. At 2-1, it's Wet Paint. Out of 9 races, 5 wins in 2 seconds. She's won 4 of her last 6 races. Finished 4th in the Kentucky Oaks. And then next time after that at Ellis Park, she finished 2nd behind Hoosier Philly. That track favors front runners. It was not a good track for closers. Last time out in the Coaching Club American Oaks, she closed nicely to win by a neck. She's trained by Brad Cox, written by Flavian Pratt. I think she's going to like the extra distance as well. Getting 2-1 on Wet Paint. I'll use her on my tickets. Look at the 3 horse at 5-1. Julia Shining, trained by Todd Pletcher. Now she's coming in off a 4-month layoff. But being side by Carlin, she's bred for the distance. I think she's going to like the distance of a mile and a quarter. She won her first 2 races. Last time out, back in April, finished 3rd in the Grade 1 Ashland. The trainer Todd Pletcher, he's won this race 4 times. Getting 5-1 on the 3 horse Julia Shining. Todd is good at bringing them back off of long layoffs. I'll use her on my tickets as well. At 30-1, long shot in the field is Sabre Tough. Out of 9 races, only 1 win. Those speed figures just aren't going to cut it against these. You're getting 30-1 on the 4 horse Sabre Tough. Take a look at the 5 at 12-1. It's Fireline. Her 2nd try, she broke a maiden really impressively by 13 at Aqueduct and came back in her 3-year-old debut off a long layoff. Won by a length and a quarter at Belmont. Last time out in the Delaware Oaks, not so sure what happened to her. She started off in 4th position. She stayed in 4th position the entire race. She was favored in that race. She's trained by Chad Brown. Javier Castellanos back aboard, getting 12-1 on the 5 horse Fireline. She is owned by Judd Monfon. Let's take a look at the 6 horse Chocolate Gelato. 15-1. Also trained by Todd Pletcher. Won the Grade 1 Frazette, 3 races back. Out of 5 races, she has 2 wins. Go back and look at her workouts, though. She worked out on July 14th. And she didn't work out again until August the 9th. That's a big gap in workouts. Gotta kind of wonder why she's in this race. Maybe she's in it to keep an honest pace. Y'all getting 15-1 on the 6-horse Chocolate Gelato. Take a look at the 7-horse Gambling Girl at 8-1. Also trained by Todd Pletcher and owned by Mike Rapoli. Same with Chocolate Gelato. Gambling Girl's a closer. Maybe Chocolate Gelato is in the race to keep an honest pace. Getting Irad Ortiz aboard. 2 races back, she finished 2nd in the Kentucky Oaks, losing by a neck to Pretty Mischievous. She finished 2nd before that as well, Grade 3 Gazelle. Last time out, Coaching Club American Oaks, she was favored in that race. She was a disappointing 3rd, finishing behind by 8 3/4. She was coming in off of a little bit over a 2-month layoff. Her last win, her last win was September of last year. She runs well. She runs well in these greater stakes races. She just doesn't win. Getting Irad Ortiz aboard at 8-1. I'll use Gambling Girl underneath on my tickets. 9-2, it's your pace setter. Randomized, trained by Chad Brown. Look at that speed figure last time from Randomized. And Gate to Wire. She does her best running, Gate to Wire. That's how she won her maiden race. She won that race by 5.5. But last time out, that was a restricted stakes race. This is a Grade 1. Quality of competition has drastically changed. Last time she ran in the Grade 1, well, she did terrible. That was the Grade 1 Acorn Stakes. Joel Rosario is pretty dangerous on the lead. He's going to be on the lead with this one. Getting 9-2 on the 8-horse. Randomized. Got a question though. Can she get the distance of 1.25 miles? At 8-1 is the 9-horse Taxed. 2 races back. She won the Black Eyed Susan, Pimlico. Last time out, the Indiana Oaks. She was the favorite where she finished 2nd. 3 back, she was 33-1, finishing 2nd to Wet Paint. You're getting 8-1 on the 9-horse Taxed. And to close out the field, it's the 10 Defining Purpose. Defining Purpose should be forwardly placed in this race. 3 races back, Defining Purpose won the Grade 1 Ashland and ran in the Kentucky Oaks. Pressed a pretty fast pace, tired out, finishing 7th in that race. Last time out, Indiana Oaks won that race by 1.25 lengths. Her trainer, Ken McPeak, he's won this race twice. Getting 10-1 on Defining Purpose. She seems to like 1.16 miles a lot, though. Can she get 1.25 miles is the question. So these are the horses that I'm going to use on my tickets. I'm using Gambling Girl, Sacred Wish, Julia Shining, and Wet Paint. Horse I'm going to pick to win. I'm I'm going to go with the 2-horse, Wet Paint, written by Flavia Pratt, trained by Brad Cox. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Let me know who you're picking in the Grade 1 Alabama Stakes. Good luck.